Successfully starting, operating, and growing a business is full of challenges. While these stages of development do have some differences, there are also many needs that businesses and their workforces all share. So imagine if the tools, resources, guidance, and opportunities that best position a business to succeed were all in one place. Welcome to the Enterprise Centers.
It's just been great to have kind of a place of business that we can come and meet clients and meet potential customers.
We're a new business, so we were actually looking for space for an office, and it fit our needs perfectly.
My initial need was just to have a broadband option. What I've discovered is that there's other benefits.
Working through the co-work space is fantastic for me. When I'm home, and when I'm here, I'm working.
I think People Incorporated has benefited growing the number of clients that we've been able to help by being at the Mason Enterprise Center.
There are 3 Enterprise Center locations in Fauquier County. Each offers a combination of physical space with amenities and business development resources. Spaces and amenities include traditional office leases, a shared area called co-working with access to high-speed broadband internet, a conference room with meeting space, professional office equipment, and a kitchen area. Business development programs include seminars and counseling offered by the Small Business Development Center, George Mason University, and other institutions. Additional support activities include special events and networking opportunities.
I'm Jennifer Goldman. I'm the manager of the Fauquier Enterprise Centers in Marshall and Vint Hill. I also own a small management consulting firm called Resonance. In a nutshell, the Enterprise Centers are small business resource centers. So we are here to provide resources for the local small businesses in any way we can to help them grow, succeed, start and launch. Possibly we have office and co-working spaces for lease, but we also provide resources that they might need in the county, small business counseling, networking events, things like that.
I'm Renee Eunice. I'm the regional manager for the Mason Enterprise Center Fauquier here in Warrenton. Our mission here is primarily to help startup companies and companies that are in existence grow. I think that some people who don't know the depth of what we do assume that we just rent offices, for example, and we're far beyond that.
My name is Ken Lukonis. I started Strategic Alliance Consulting. It's a Department of Defense consulting business, started 5 years ago. The resources that have been most beneficial to me, it's multiple. It's been relationships, it's been training for employees, and it's been physical space, so I'm no longer working in my home. So it started off by, the biggest resource for me was getting a worker into a business environment, having the Wi-Fi access, the printers, but then what I saw was the real benefit was all of the support around there. Everything from the PTAP and the classes that you get to learn about Department of Defense, meeting with senior leaders within the community. Through this program, I've met with our local supervisors. I've met with our senators, Senator Kane, Senator Warner. I've met with our local congressmen and been able to show them how my business benefits the Department of Defense. So I put my first employee in co-working. She was there for about a year. We grew the business up to about 20 employees. At that point, we needed to move into an office. All of my employees are on customer site. I work with many of the Department of Defense agencies, so they support Department of Defense. So what I was able to do was have our corporate entity within an office with the George Mason Enterprise Center.
My name is Judy Olson. I have my own business called Judy Olson Design. I am in the co-working space at the George Mason Enterprise Center. I emailed Miles Friedman about the Mason Enterprise Center opening and asked for a meeting and pitched the idea of having a co-working space attached. The next thing I knew, I was helping them plan out the space and became the first tenant.
My name is Bert Van Gils. I'm with the Van Gils Law Firm. We focus primarily on business and estate planning. I'm a virtual client of the Mason Enterprise Center. I use the meeting space to conference room. It's just excellent. I've just been very pleased by the camaraderie of the support staff that I've gotten to know over the years. I'm very happy here.
By supporting the Enterprise Center program, Fauquier County is setting the stage to grow its business sector. The Department of Economic Development, who has a significant hand in the operation of these facilities, understands that supporting new and growing businesses will have numerous positive impacts on the local and regional economies. It will increase the number of residents who work locally rather than commuting. It will also attract businesses that exist elsewhere to expand and hire here. These increases in wages paid, services provided, and products sold will help to ensure the economic vitality of our county.
My name is Ray Knott. I am the Senior Vice President and Market Executive for Union Bank and Trust, located here in Warrenton, Virginia, and also serve in the capacity of an advisory board member for the Mason Enterprise Center. We have a high level of well-educated, very talented individuals that live here. Right now, we as Fauquier County have 77% of our population base outcommutes every day. So the more that we can keep here in our local community, it allows them to then hire folks more so here locally to now be able to work closer to home, which allows them to become more engaged and involved in the local nonprofit community and community groups, being more active with their children and programs through schools.
GMU's commitment to entrepreneurship is very deep. Mason has spearheaded for many years a regional kind of community outreach through the Mason Enterprise Centers. And we see that there are a lot of opportunities to really leverage the student body here, many of whom are Fauquier County residents, as well as faculty, to get more companies launched, to build the regional economy in Northern Virginia, but in Fauquier County in particular. Here at George Mason University, we're just very proud of what we've been able to build, and we're thrilled that we've been able to use some of that energy to actually push entrepreneurship on campus, but also to provide entrepreneurial resources to the entrepreneurs in the regional community.
You can really predict the health and vibrancy of an economy in a region or a state 20 years down the road if you base it on the strength of its entrepreneurial and innovation ecosystem. New business accounts for 20% of job creation. So the impact of these centers in the local level are really important to building that ecosystem that drives the economy. Go Virginia, GO stands for Growth and Opportunity. It's a statewide initiative to diversify and grow the state economy, but it's doing it with a focus in regions. And we are Region 9 that extends from Charlottesville down here to Nelson County all the way up to Fauquier. We actually hired Camoin to do a study and develop a Region 9 Growth and Opportunity Plan. It identified the growth in the entrepreneurial and innovation area to be a primary goal for us to grow our economy, and in the evaluation it really identified two areas where this is happening on a stronger level, and that was Charlottesville-Albemarle and then Fauquier County.
From a community college perspective, what we look at when we look at workforce development, which is part of economic development, is developing the talents and the skills and the experience of small business, micro business owners in the community. Part of our mission is workforce development. Without the enterprise centers, basically, it's just training, it's just coursework, it's just education. What the enterprise centers do is incubate new business and provide the space and the support to do that. That's where the rubber hits the road. What we do is we partner with the enterprise centers so that students have the ability to put their ideas into practice.
I would tell anyone who is thinking about coming to an enterprise center to come check it out and see what it's all about. It's way more than most people can imagine.
We're looking for ones that we can help. They're ready to launch their business or they're in a growth mode.
I think that the typical majority of the people that we are privileged to have here are very flexible. They want to grow, they want help, and I think that overall people, they like it here because it feels good, it's comfortable. I think my long-term goal would be that the MEC become a permanent fixture in Fauquier County, that we're here forever, and that we will continue to help as many small businesses as we can.